Hello, Restorative Justice Institute, Oklahoma, movers, shakers, doers, change agents. This is Xavier Graves, the Executive Director of Restorative Justice Institute, Oklahoma, bringing you our August vlog, our back to school edition. There's so much going on in our education and in our schools that we are so just honored to be a part of the solution to making sure that every student is going to a safe school that honors their identities, gives them the space to be themselves, and make sure that they are thriving and not just surviving the school survival system. And so we're so excited about our work and what we're doing. We actually got to add another person to our team, Jay Branston, who is our producer of Restorative Connections, and they will be embedded into two schools, Phoenix Rising and McLean High School, as well as supporting our other schools in different capacities so that we can start shifting the restorative culture and climate in these schools, and not just the practices when students have extreme behaviors, but how can we actually prevent those extreme behaviors from showing up by supporting safe learning environments. And so I'm so excited to see Jay in this capacity. They are coming to us with as a former educator, as a theater person, that's what's really thrives them to like connect and imagination and play and joy that is so needed in our education system today, as well as a licensed therapist. They have so many tricks and skills that they are bringing, and they are just a great people person. So I hope that y'all get to know Jay soon if you have not met them. But we have launched this Schools of Prison Pipeline project where we're shifting the climate and cultures of school. And right now is chaotic. And so I just want to take the time to thank every educator, every person who's been showing up at the school board meetings, the state meetings about our education system, who has spoken out on social media platforms, having conversations with their friends about what's going on in our education system, because our students shouldn't have to suffer because adults are not getting along or having disagreements or not able to manage their conflict and harm respectfully. Our students shouldn't be suffering for that. So thank y'all for everything that y'all are doing to make sure that our students are still showing up to school, still getting their education, and also believe in themselves to be able to thrive into adulthood. Because I believe that if we do it right, we may not fix education today, but I'm hoping that we're raising the future changers of our education system so that every student can go and thrive. A part of this work that we're doing is we're actually a founding member of a coalition called Advancing Oklahoma Kids, started by Oklahoma Appleseed, and we're joining other organizations that actually want to make sure that all of our schools have what they need to equitably respect and honor the identities of our students and to help manage their behaviors and discipline equitably so that we can move to growth and development instead of compliance. So I know there's been so many people's like, how can I be a part of the movement? How can I help? How can I support? How can I volunteer? So on September 7th, we're actually having a town hall event that's open to the community to come and speak their mind about what they are wanting to see in our education system and how they're feeling about what's going on right now. So if you live in the northeast part of Oklahoma, or you're willing to drive to Bartlesville on September 7th, 6 to 8, there's a link below for you to get more information to come to this free event. Your voice matters, and we really, really want to hear from you. So spread the word, let people know that this is what's happening. Like I said, there's so much going, and it's not just locally, but we can't forget that this past summer that the Supreme Court actually tore down affirmative action and has taken that away from so many families that need that equitable access to higher education. And we actually are taking this opportunity to think of affirmative action being stripped away from us as a calling card to us to do more. When one door shuts in our face, we work hard to open another. So Jazzy Bavar Toby has actually wrote a great blog that you find linked below as well on our LinkedIn page about what this means for us and what this moment is calling for us. So please check that out and share with your network as well. There's so many times where I am in school and kids and students who don't know what restorative justice is, it's like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm really good at having conversations and helping people deal with stuff and asking really good questions. That's pretty much what I do, because we know that education and language is so important for us to be free and for us to be safe. And there's ways in which we do that on a consistent basis. So if you want to be a part of those conversations that's pushing us towards safety and freedom and equity, remember, we have our community connection circles on the third Tuesday of every month at Church of Restoration. You can find the details on our website for that from 5:30 to 7. And then we also are hosting a listening circle for women who have been involved in the justice system. So if you have been arrested, if you've had any kind of court charges, if you have been to jail or prison, we want to hear from you because your voice matters and for us to actually fix the problems and fix the systems and how it's impacting us. So we want to hear from you. How can we actually make the criminal legal system better? And we're going to share your insights with our partners who are doing stuff on the ground, trying to make changes, but really need to learn how to center your voice. So we will stipend you as well as feed you to come. So find more details to that down below as well. And maybe you're not a woman that's been involved in the criminal legal system, but you know someone, please share that as well. And then we just want to shout out Tri-City Collective for inviting us to another great conversation and allowing myself personally to facilitate their conversation on Black excellence. Once again, language is so important. So whether Black excellence is a term that pushes you forward or holds you back, that is something we need to dive into as we learn how to define ourselves for ourselves. So be checking, be looking out for the actual footage of that that's going to be released on our social medias. But I just want to shout out Tri-City Collective and Jazzy Bafar Toby, who once again made that connection and made that happen for us. And then also, if you are interested in not just being a part of the conversations, but actually facilitating conversations, we have some more trainings coming up. A level 2 that is starting this fall. So how to be restorative, or maybe you're not right there, really committed on, all right, I'm not sure if I really want to be a restorative justice leader and facilitator, but what is this restorative justice thing is? Our level 1 restorative justice training circle keeper, we are having that training on October 7th and 8th, and that'll be a great opportunity for you to learn more, really get grounded in what it is, and then participate in a level 2, because I know once you hear really what this is and the impact that it can make, you're going to want to get trained in it further so that you can see your relationships thrive and rather be hindered by harm and conflict. But that's all I'm going to share right now. There's so much going on for the organization. Feel free to check follow us on social medias, look at all of the other information below for more details. But thank you all for following us, sharing what we do, being a part of the movement. We cannot do this without you. Have a great day.